This is my sister.
So nice to meet you. Mandy, right?
I'm
Is it
Mandy. Yes,
Mandy.
hi.
First of all, this is like the moment of my life. I just need to point that out on camera.
I should wear this color all the
Yeah,
time. This is a great color.
I hope you're wearing it all the time.
I'm going to now. Thank you, Ryan. I forgot all the questions that I was going to ask you because I'm completely starstruck right now. But here we go. The thing that launched this whole experience for you was that universal moment when you walk outside and you see Ken and he's lying face down. And he's next to us in the mud, next to Squish Lemon. And you're like, his story needs to be told. Now that you've taken on the role, the kids are aware, right? Mm-hmm. Is Ken getting any more love and attention?
Has he climbed the ladder at all?
He is. Energy is now strong in the house. The girls are very supportive.
They're supportive? Or are you forcing them to be supportive?
No, I hope not. Am I?
I've been paying more attention now to the male roles, but they're very serious about Barbies. I don't know if you've ever watched kids play Barbies.
I have a 5-year-old girl, very aware of it, play it on a daily basis. We're incorporating a little more Ken storyline in home. Yeah. Well, I told her who I was talking to today, so I thought it was important. How does one keep a straight face in a beach off with Ryan Gosling?
I'll beach off with you any day, Ken.
Anyone who wants to beach him off has to beach me off first.
I will beach both of you off at the same time.
Beach both of us off.
Nobody's gonna beach anyone off.
It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard. We got one good take. I mean, I think with a script like the one that Greta and Noah wrote, it's impossible not to just want to commit fully into whatever that is. A beach off, who knows what that even means? What does it mean to beach each other off? What does it mean to beach somebody off? Do you beach yourself off and then beach them off? Do you beach everyone off at the same time? Do you beach one person off and then another person off? Like, I don't know necessarily.
Hopefully, we get some answers from the movie.
Well,
that would be fantastic.
I think it would be very disappointing if we did all that talk about beaching off and nobody ever actually beached anyone off in the trailer.
I want to see some beaching off. That's what I want to see.
I agree.
I expect some beaching off.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
Margot Robbie has said the slide is the best prop that she's seen on set. If you had to pick one prop, the entire set that you could steal take home, what would it be?
There was a faux mink that I got to wear that gave me a lot of emotional support.
What about the rollerblades?
Well, the rollerblades, I didn't fare very well on the rollerblades.
Not a rollerblade.
Margot Robbie was quite mad at me for not practicing my rollerblading more because Margot's so capable of everything. If there was a rollerblading scene, even if it was only for a second, she would have practiced for a year. And the fact that I showed up and I could just kind of make it, she was trying to hide her disappointment. The whole. And her fan.
So not the
rollerblades. Yeah. Sorry.
The faux mink coat.
The question is,
faux mink.
What would I bring from the set?
Anything.
I mean, obviously the car.
The car is the.
Yeah, I know, but
the scene where you pop out from the back and you didn't appreciate
But she's
that?
the only one insured to drive that.
Right. Well, that's why you were in
I
the
don't
back
think
seat.
I've never been in the front seat.
Yeah. You've trained for many movie roles before, but is it true that this was probably the most painful? With the amount of waxing that you had to do?
True, absolutely true. Yeah.
Condolences.
And I understand there's quite a bit of the population that do this regularly.
Yeah, it's true.
So I'm going to come off as a huge baby, but no, it was one of the most painful experiences of my life. It was terrible. And then seeing the strip of hair as it comes off, because already I waxed my leg hair in 32 years before doing it for the Barbie movie, and just seeing the hair, just how much it was like looking at a slab of fur, and just this perfect rectangle of just clear skin. It was
all
something.
for the art though.
All for the art. We
Yeah.
do it for the art.
Your parents have always been super supportive, but also a little bit critical sometimes of the particular movie roles that you do. Can you please walk us through what that conversation was like when you picked up the phone and told them that you were going to be playing Ken 2?
Ken 2.
Yeah,
Wow.
Ken 2. Yeah.
I think in typical Asian parent fashion, they were probably like, "Why not Ken 1?" And I was like, "Well, because Ryan Gosling's Ken 1." They're like, "Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense." Well, I think when you conjure an image of Ken in your mind, if I were to say Ken, I think you would just you would just picture him. But what I love about this movie is that it gives us many Barbies, many Kens. It shows us that truly Barbie Land is it's an inclusive place where everybody can be their best self and express themselves into the in their best, step into their own light, all that sort of thing. Be unapologetic about it, and I think that's a really cool message.